author. And today's tutorial, it happens to be the continuation of our class, and basically we are covering topics regarding to that of the management science. We are going to be attending to courses, all right, management, the faculty of management science takes, and we now we do it. It's more like a discussion, and we get to take questions, all right, on assignments, and say a few questions on assignments, and go through it together. So you are expected to pay close attention as we go through the process together. Please, for those of us who are new to the stream, let's ensure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's also ensure to join the private class. Here is where we walk you through everything throughout the semester without leaving any stone unturned. Okay, I think I need to adjust this a bit. It's better now. So let's just hope the network will be on our side today. Few days now, the network has not been funny at all. So let's just hope tonight will be better compared to other nights. Okay. So we are taking GST 104 tonight. That's what we are starting with. And if the network is good, you can also take other courses. So, but for tonight, we are starting with GST 104. Okay, I'm gonna get my glasses. Protect my eyes. Okay, so what do we have here? We are taking GST 104 for a start, and basically we're taking questions from the course itself. But you know how we do it? Before we go into the course, we have to attend to the discussion forum. So we need to check what we have in the discussion forum, and once that is checked, then we are good to go. So we all know that the discussion forum, you have to enter into the discussion forum and drop your discussion. How do you get to the discussion forum? You get to, as soon as you've logged in, you find the 3 horizontal lines in the left hand corner on the home page of your TME portal, and you click on the 3 horizontal line. You get to find the option My Courses. Use your cursor to hover over the option. You find My Courses there. So when you go for My Courses, all you need to do is just click on My Courses, and it takes you to where you find all your registered exam. Alright, so please, I want to draw to our attention that there are two different things. Registered courses are different from registered exam. Now, what do I mean by registered courses are different from registered exam? Let me adjust my table a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So, as I was saying, when we talk about registered exams, these are your exams that you register for the current semester. So what makes the registered exam different from the registered courses? Now this is it. Your registered exams does not necessarily mean the exams for those particular or current semesters alone. So you can find exams of retrospective or previous semester in the current semester. So the exam registration is more like a mixture of any course you have issues with before that current semester. Let's say you are in 100 level second semester. So there are courses you have issues with in 100 level first semester. You will find them, all right? You'll find them in your registrable exams 100 level second semester, but you will never find them in your registrable courses 100 level second semester. This is why. When you take a course, you don't register a course twice now. So let's assume you took a course last semester, and unfortunately you had issues. When I say issues, either incomplete, pending, what have you. All right, and you want to retake that exam, you are not going to be allowed to re-register that course. All right, the best is you will only re-register the exam. So you get to take the TMA, all right, and you get to write the exam. So that's how it works. And that's why sometimes you might find that the information you have on your registered courses is different from the information you have on the registrable exam courses. The slip, the information you have on both might be different, and that's the reason why it's like that. So that's it basically. Okay, this network is starting to misbehave again. So we're waiting for the network to respond. So while we wait for the network to respond, or the service provider to respond, we need to understand that exams are fast approaching and we need to make plans. Like I would usually say, the making of plans for excellence in exam does not start when exam is few weeks or few months, but the exams are around the corner. The preparation for your exams, preparation for excellence in the forthcoming exam starts the very first day, the very first moment the very first moment the clock begins to tick, all right, the new semester clock begins to tick. So it's a thing of you prepare ahead, not prepare unexpected or suddenly. Like I usually say, one of my strategies when I was doing my undergraduate program is that even before I register my courses for the new semester, although I don't register my courses until I see the result of last semester, even though I'm very sure, because there's a way you can calculate, you can check your results before the result is being released. Even though I'm very sure that yes, my results will be good, I still don't register. I used to wait until last semester results has been uploaded. Yes. So even at that, even if I haven't seen the last semester results, you know what I usually do is the way the system is quite flexible. Even in your 100 level, you can check the courses you'll be doing in your 400 level second semester. Is that flexible? Nothing is rigid. So for a serious minded person, even though you don't register for the semester, there's a way you can check the courses you are doing for the forthcoming semester. So while we're on break, before we start the first semester, I would have downloaded all my course materials and begin to do some rigorous studying. Now, the studying comes in phases. It's not anything I do once read and forever read. No. It comes in phases. And the very first phase is just like what we do in the private class. It's called the familiarization phase. Now, this phase is where you get familiar with your course material. Now, this is how I do it. For example, I'm taking GST 104 now. I get the course material, I get an extra notebook. All right, I get a notebook for the course. So now, what is the essence of this notebook? The essence of this notebook is for me to take notes, not make notes. Remember, there's a difference between make notes and take notes. So what I do is I take notes of certain points while studying. But here is the strategy that works for me, though. It's a different thing if your drinks full of. Why is this always happening? It's just something else. It's a different thing if you give me material to read, all right, and I just read through. But if I must get specific comprehension, I must make something out of what I've read. By making something out or by taking something out of what I've read, it makes me remember. It makes my assimilation process effective. So whatever I'm taking note of while I'm going through the course material will not be my secondary source of study. I'll no longer use the material if I'm coming back. So throughout all the first few weeks, I get to take note, certain points, phrases, key points from the material, all my material. I don't just do one and stop. I attend to all. I think I need to adjust this a little bit. Just a moment. So I do this to all my course material. So once all of that is ready, I'm done with the first phase. Then I will take a 1 week break. Again, refresh my memory away from books and everything. Then after 1 week, I'm just trying to be useful while this thing is still loading. I think it has become a culture now for the network to just malfunction at specific time every night. So as I was explaining, just a moment, even my MTN, it's very funny. The one I'm using to stream now, even the network is not even powering this portal. Not to talk of my Wi-Fi. So this is the first phase and I'm done. The second phase, after a week, I relax, then come back to it. Now, this second phase, I'm no longer using my course material. I'm now focusing on what I have made out of the course material, which is my own notes. That will now be my area of concentration. So from my notes now, I'll begin to take points, begin to study details, all right? I'll begin to do a concentrated study, all right, on the notes I've made, right? From the note I've taken points, from the points I've taken note of when I was going through the material. And that's subs for the second phase. And the third phase, which is the last phase, is now when I begin to use the tertiary source of information, where I get to get different practice questions. Also ask myself questions from what I've read. And basically that's how it goes. And the whole exam is just fun. While others are there complaining and because they're smiling. And they're like, it's not the same exam we are complaining about, and this guy is not even perturbed about it. He's just feeling unconcerned about it. Yeah, I just smile to the computer. Yeah, it's been all this while I've been paying the price. So now is not the time of preparation. Now is the time of just going through things and smile as you write your exams, and everybody will be like, what's going on? So that's how it is basically. So the studying is a thing of concentrated efforts for weeks. So, and it's not as if I'm so free like that. I just know that if I'm consistent at doing something, it pays off. All right, so it's the consistency that pays off, and it is what it is. So let's see. We are still inside the discussion forum. The network is pretty slow. Okay. I think discussion forum 2 has been attended to as well. Let's see if the TME will be open, if the assignment will be open now. Okay. What do we have here? So basically, that's it, and that's the more reason why you need to join the private class, because that's the only community that you can join, whereby will guide you, encourage you, support you, see that you do well. It's our responsibility to monitor, to observe, to encourage, to lecture, to educate. All right, just to ensure that you do the needful. Excuse me. Just to ensure that you do the needful. So, and how do you become a member? How do you get to join? All you need to do is just head straight to our official website, which is www.tutorio.net. Okay, and on the website you get to find the WhatsApp button on the top right. All right, in the top right hand corner. So when you use the WhatsApp button, it sends you directly to WhatsApp my DM, and from there you can ask your questions and definitely guide you through now to become a member of private class. Okay, discussion from three is on now. I think after this now we'll be allowed to go into things properly. Okay, the network is pretty slow. Okay, network is really slow. Okay, let's just if it doesn't work out well, I'm just have to unfortunately not do much in tonight's class. Maybe I just have to reschedule for daytime now. Daytime is way effective. But I notice doing certain period at night is just something else. But let's just see how it goes though. Okay. I think DME3 is loading. Okay. I think it's loading up now. Network is really dragging. Oh, wonderful. So we can let's see now. Should be able to attempt it. Even though it's just DME1, let's just do. Even though the network is something else, let's just try and do something. I think what I'll do now is just to, although we have just tomorrow left anyway. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and from Monday we are going back to class fully. So the network is pretty slow, but I think it's going. It's just that it's a bit slow, like very slow. At least from here now we can get to. Okay, it's not responsive still. Okay. What seems to be a problem still? Discussion forum 4 is not marked. We leave discussion forum 4 right now. Let's check what we have in discussion forum 4 is not marked. Okay, it was discussion forum 3 we did. Okay, it was discussion forum 3 we did. So now we need to go and do discussion forum 4. This network is something else. Okay, what do we have here? Discussion forum 4. We're waiting for you to load up. Okay. It says library catalogs and classification system help in organizing materials. Have you ever had difficulties locating a book or a journal in a library? What strategy did you use? Or what strategy do you think can help students locate? Definitely. Effective use of library catalog will help you solve that problem. Okay, so the effective use of library catalog will help you navigate the identification of books easily. So that's how it works basically. Okay. Let's reply to that now. This is just something else tonight. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, I think it has responded. Has it responded? Okay, so we have okay, still loading. Oh, wonderful. Somebody said hi, good evening. You joined late, but nevertheless, you're welcome. Okay. If the service provider was doing the job well, by now should have been done with at least CMA 2, not 3 self. So let's just here we have still being discussion from It's okay, welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Yes, successfully attended. So let's go back now. Hopefully we'll find TNE1 open. So we can do something. Something we have been anticipating. Now let's see if it works. Okay, and voila, it's open. It's open. Now we have the opportunity. Excuse me. So we are to attempt this now. My goodness. Okay, see what's going on here. Wonderful. Yes, we are finally in. So let's take our very first question for tonight. Okay. So it says, what is the main focus of PubMed slash medicine? What is the main focus of PubMed slash medicine? So we have options like engineering and technology, business and economics, medical and health related references, and we have social sciences. Definitely, we are talking about PubMed. Med is an abbreviation for medicine. All right, so we have okay, that's C, of course. That's C. So let's just go to the next one. I need to extract that somewhere. Extract and paste that somewhere. So we have that's GST 104. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. Now let's move to the next one. It says, which of the following is an advantage of an online catalog? Very difficult to update. It requires no training to use. It cannot be accessed from remote locations. It provides rapid search capacity or capabilities. Definitely that's the answer. Rapid search capabilities. Very important. Excuse me. So we are going for option D. It provides, just a moment. I think I didn't extract that question. I need to go back to extract the question because we'll be needing them for further studying. So that's, it provides rapid search capabilities. Okay. All right. Let's identify that. Now the next one here will become question 3. And according to question 3, what do we have here? All right, so we have the third question. Now we have our question 3. Now let's run our checks. So we have, which access point is not typically used? Which access point is not typically used in a library catalog? We have the first option as publisher, second option as subject, third as title, fourth as author. So the correct answer is publisher. Don't use that as library catalog. So we have that as that. I'm gonna extract that very quickly. Okay, so that is pub. Now we have question 4. Question 4 here says, which question is not typically considered when developing a literature review? Which question is not particularly considered when developing a literature review? So we have, what is the budget of the research? We also have, are there any gaps in the knowledge of the subject? We also have, domain expired network. Let's just reload the page. The page just says domain. So let's see how we can reload the page and get straight to work. Okay, let's see. Let's try and reload that. Oh my goodness, network. This is something else. Okay, I think this guy just wants to stop this class. This meeting tonight. Okay. Very well then. It's not even responsive. It says domain is under maintenance. Well then. Okay, I think I have my question back. Okay. Which question is not typically considered when developing a literature review? All right. So among all these options, you don't get to consider what is your budget. Budget has nothing to do with literature review. Okay. It says what is your budget? So that's the wrong one. So let's click on next. Network is pretty slow, but at least we are moving. We are going to the 5th question now. At least let's even finish this one. Let's finish this. What is an example of a hybrid open journal? An example of a hybrid open journal. Okay, let's run our checks. Okay, so we have options. A journal that is only published, a journal that only publishes, not again. Okay, let's just try and reload the page. Let's hope it works. And here we have. So now it says subscription. All right, subscription-based journal with some open access articles, which is an example of a hybrid open access journal. Then the correct answer is subscription-based journal with open access article. Okay. Now, okay, let's looking again. Let's exercise some patience. Okay, wonderful. So, what is a delayed open journal? What is a delayed open access journal? Okay. Now, let's do our check-ins. So what is a delayed access journal? Now, let's do that question again. A delayed open access journal. All right, so according to the option, it says a journal that restricts all access, a subscription based on journal providing free access after embargo period. Then we have a journal that is always freely accessible, a journal that is only available to pay subscription. So what will be the answer? So the correct answer is a journal, a subscription based journal providing okay okay it took us back a little bit. Let's just quickly click on my process. You know, topic just something else tonight. Okay, so we're on GST 104. Wonderful, wonderful. So on GST 104, we're about to take a question. That's TME2 question. For the whole thing just went off. Okay, now let's click on TME. We're actually attending to TME2 before the whole thing just went south. Now, getting back. I want us to finish this TME2 before we say goodbye for tonight. And hopefully our class by tomorrow will be earlier than this. I can take more classes. It says after the embargo has been lifted. Why is it bringing us here again? I have time for all of this. Yes, that would be B. After the embargo. It says, what is a literature review? So we have option A, a collection of primary sources. Option B, an explanation of research methodology. Option C, a critical analysis and summary of related literature on a research topic. That says it all. So let's just get that. Okay, let's next that. So what is the first law of library service? That's library science. What's the first law? Okay, let's find out about that in a moment. The first law of library science, the first law. So we have option A. Every reader is book. Wow, that's serious. Okay, every reader is book. Meaning that as a reader you must have a book. In the library you should have a book. Library is a growing organization. Now, yeah, it is, but that's not the first law. All right, so it says save the time of other reader. Now, book are for use. Yes, that's the first law. Books are for use. They will use themselves. Books are for use. You need to use them. So let's wonderful. It says which classification scheme uses a mixed notation of letters and numbers? A mixed notation. A mixed notation. Yes, a mixed notation. So we have options: Library of Congress classification, Bliss classification, Dewey Decimal classification, colon classification. Definitely this Library of Congress classification. Use a mixture of letters and numbers. Okay, so we have Library of Congress classification. So why is it important to redefine your chosen topic doing a research or doing a literature research? Why? Why is it important? Let's find out in a moment. Actually, the answer is not even here. Okay, I think here it is. No, it took us back. Why are you always doing this? Okay, so now we have why is it important to define your chosen topic doing a research, doing a literature research. First, include more primary sources to make it longer, to ensure it's not too broad. And we have that. So let's click on submit and we are good to go. Even because of this terrible network. I wanted us to finish this course, but unfortunately, I'll save more time doing other things, and I'll come back to this when the network is better. Oh, wonderful. Let's check our scores. Wonderful. Let me adjust my. Okay, so let's check our. Sorry about that noise. Okay, So can you see this? Let me increase the backlight. Yeah, so this is what it is. So thank you very much, everyone. Here's what we'll call it a wrap for tonight. Do have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you all in subsequent classes. Bye for now.